What if I told you that from the moment you buy a plane ticket to the second your feet touch the ground, you're being guided, nudged, even tricked, and most of it goes completely unnoticed? Flying might feel ordinary, but it's filled with secrets that once you learn them, you can't unsee them. So stick with me until the end, because the last fact I am about to share is one even frequent flyers find hard to believe. Ever noticed how the cabin lights dim right before takeoff or landing? It feels calm, even cozy, almost like they're setting the mood. But the truth has nothing to do with ambience. It's about survival. If the plane has to be evacuated quickly, your eyes need to be adjusted to darkness outside. Your night vision could mean the difference between stumbling in panic or running towards safety. And those window shades you're asked to open, that's not about the view. It is so you can see what is happening outside and react fast if something goes wrong. Here's something wild. You can legally board a plane barefoot. Not smart, but allowed. Heels, though, are another story. In an evacuation, sharp shoes can puncture the inflatable slide, which is why flight attendants may ask you to remove them during takeoff and landing. Bare feet might be permitted, but they're also stepping into one of the dirtiest places you can imagine. Plane carpets don't get deep cleaned as often as you'd hope. Hundreds of strangers before you have walked there with who knows what on their solace. Just because it's allowed doesn't mean it's a good idea. Now picture this, you feel a bump and the seat belt sign dings on. You assume turbulence, but sometimes the sky is perfectly smooth and the turbulence is inside the cabin. Too many people crowding the aisles. Ding, passengers ignoring instructions. Ding, the sign isn't always about safety, it's also about control. That small chime makes people sit down instantly, order is restored. Next time it turns on out of nowhere, remember it might be you they're trying to settle, and then there's airplane mode. You've heard it 100 times, switch all devices, please. But what if you don't? Will the plane fall out of the sky? Not even close. One phone won't cause a problem, but hundreds of phones pinging towers at 35,000 feet? That creates radio noise, and for pilots trying to hear clear instructions from air traffic control, that's dangerous. Airplane mode isn't about stopping disasters, it's about preventing a storm of static in the cockpit. Forget to turn it on and you're not a criminal, but you are making life harder for the people flying the plane. Imagine missing your flight. Frustrating, right? But at least your bag stayed behind with you, except not always. In many cases, once your suitcase is tagged and loaded, it continues its journey even if you don't. Sometimes it arrives a day before you, sometimes it waits endlessly at baggage claim with no one there to pick it up. So when you're running late to the gate, remember this, your luggage might be enjoying the trip without you. Here's one that always catches people off guard. Those yellow oxygen masks that drop from above? They don't give you hours of air, they give you 12, maybe 15 minutes. That's it, but that's not a flaw, it's a design. If cabin pressure drops, the pilots will dive the plane to a lower, breathable altitude within minutes. The mask is there only to keep you conscious long enough for that to happen. In an emergency, seconds matter, so if the masks drop, don't hesitate, put it on immediately. And have you ever been blocked from using the bathroom even when the sign is off? That's not random. Flight attendants are trained to stop passengers at certain times, especially near the cockpit, for security reasons. A badly timed bathroom trip could cause unnecessary suspicion, or worse, trigger the attention of an air marshal you'll never know is there. So timing matters, even for something as simple as a restroom break. Now, let me ask you this. When you're watching a movie on the seatback screen, are you sure no one's watching you? On certain aircraft, tiny cameras are built right into the entertainment system. They were designed for video chat features that never launched, and airlines insist they're inactive. Maybe that's true, but the lenses are still there, right above the screen, silent and invisible. Most passengers have no idea they exist. Airports also play their part in shaping your every move. The floor beneath your feet isn't chosen at random. Hard tiles and walkways keep you moving quickly. Softer carpet near shops slows you down just enough to look around and maybe buy something. Even scents are pumped into the air. Vanilla near luxury stores, citrus near checkouts. The goal is to influence your mood without you realizing it. And those hard, uncomfortable chairs at the gate? They aren't bad design, they're intentional. They keep you from getting too comfortable, pushing you to move, wander, and maybe spend. And now, the fact even frequent flyers find hard to believe. For most of your flight, the pilots aren't actually flying, autopilot is. The system handles the smooth, steady cruise at 35,000 feet, making millions of micro adjustments no human could ever manage. The pilots step in mainly for takeoff and landing, the most dangerous moments of the trip. So when you look into the cockpit and imagine hands on the controls the whole way, the truth is more machine than man. And maybe that's exactly why it works so well. So the next time you fly, remember the lights, the sounds, the seats, even the air you breathe, it's all part of a system designed to keep you safe, move you smoothly, and influence you quietly. And once you see it, you'll never sit on a plane the same way again.